Now for the next version. Talking about guys my age that were that sort of next group coming in. And of course, Darren came in and created such a bang, right? Darren Zach, the Z-Man. I mean, we didn't know we had this gem in the bottle, if you will. And we were just happy to go out weekends, play a couple games a week, do the tourneys and stuff. And I mean, as Darren developed, you know, not only did he pitch and give up only 1 or 2 runs, he also hit the home runs to win the game. One of the times we were playing against one of the teams down south in the Intermediate C, and these guys had come up to. Part of our thing is we had to qualify, like I guess everybody else did, but there was only 8 spots. Basically, there wasn't a spot guaranteed for Northern Ontario, which, of course, is the biggest part of the goddamn province, right? So we could be playing anybody from basically Southern Ontario, our zone, up to the Manitoba border, which, of course, could create a lot of travel problems, right? But anyways, we were playing these guys came up, and Darren, well, it went into extra innings. I think we were playing 2 games up here, and then if neither side won the 2, then we'd go back for the 3rd game down in their park. And guys were somebody was marking the ball, right, ripping it with some sort of razor or whatever. And it's funny, Darren went on to play with the pitcher and catcher later in his career, and I don't want to mention any names, and so I won't. But anyways, great ball game. The young guy throwing the ball hard from the other team. We weren't getting any hits. It was either 1-1 or 2-2 in that second game. And at some point when they were marking up the ball, we couldn't figure out who it was. The umps couldn't figure out who it was, and we had brought in the umps from the city. We didn't even use our own ump, our homer ump. Anyways, the guy was finally the ump, Johnny Marasco. And Johnny Marasco was a great ump. He had a zone, and he stuck to it, and whatnot. And anyways, Johnny finally says, listen, any more marks on the ball, kicking out the pitcher. I don't care who's doing it, which was great. It settled that down. So Darren comes up in the next inning. I think we were in the 12th inning or something, or extra innings, definitely. So the first hit, zip, looks like it's going out, breaks, and misses the first or third base pole, right? Next pitch, down the right side line, the foul line, it goes foul. Finally cranks one, third pitch, right up the goddamn middle, and won the game and whatnot. But yeah, we didn't know the gem we had, man. It would have been, well, yeah, it was exciting. Anyways, his catcher, Stevie, the Cat Nolan. Stevie and Darren, best of buddies. When you seen one, you'd see the other guy, and they played hockey together to the junior B level with the Thunderbirds here in the Sioux and stuff, and then of course played fastball for many years. But Stevie made it look easy. I didn't realize how easy Steve made it look until he got his finger or thumb broke or something, maybe wrist, anyways, when we were playing up in Thunder Bay. So Rick says, Joe, go warm up Darren. We got to throw him in. Well, usually when Darren throws to me, he doesn't throw me, like any hard stuff. And so he's warming up, so he's trying to, get in quick. Well, things are just whizzing by my head, right? And I'm like, holy fuck, does Steve ever make that look easy? And then Steve's brother Teddy Nolan, who of course went on to coach all over the world actually, and played hockey with the Sabres, the Penguins, the Detroit. He was playing with Greyhounds at the time when we were playing ball. And Teddy's in great shape and an intense competitor. Hates losing. I think he hates losing more than he likes winning. And, the speed, too. I mean, he's a good-sized guy. I'm guessing 190, 195, somewhere in that neighborhood he was playing at his playing team. What a great athlete. And so it was like, wow, looking back, we had Darren, we had Ted, and then there was and Steve, and we had a whole cast of other guys that were there. And Teddy's nickname, he had two feathers hanging from the rear view window of his sports car. He had a Mustang 2 at the time, except that they had a governor on it, so it wouldn't go past 70 or something, but V8 motor and little wee car and stuff. But anyways, two feathers hanging there. He got the moniker Teddy Two Feathers. Now, Kurt, Roy Hobbs, Kress. Kurt, of course, is one of Darren's cousins and whatnot, and we all grew up sort of in that same age zone there, a couple of years apart. But Kurt basically is an infielder, but his hitting was neat to watch him. He battled every time like foul ticks. It was usually a good 12, 15 pitches every time he came up. And he'd put the ball in play, of course. Now, we also had Rob Bello. My personal nickname for Rob is Dewey, because Rob had the best pickup line ever. We're down in Sagamon. Rob's end of the tournament, having a few beer, and Rob's trying to pick up a couple of babes, and comes out with this line. I've never heard this line before or after. He says, "Honey, want to go pick some dewworms?" Hence the name Dewey. I can't even remember if he was successful with that line or not, but it's stuck in my head probably now for 40 years. Orville, the big O McCabe. O was, and is a great competitor, friendly guy, and just, he's a guy you like having around because he's nice. And he enjoys a few beer. He's not one of our crazy guys and stuff. And of course, the big O, of course, because of Orville, right? And then Orville has a daughter. So, of course, us poetic people in our team. So we have the big O and his daughter, Cheerio. And probably never called her that directly, but that was one of the things. Jojo Secrets Tice. Jojo, a nephew to Ted and Steve and Rick. And of course, Steve, Ted, and Rick Nolan, they're all brothers too, right? Anyways, Jojo started out as the scorekeeper for the team. Jojo was really into sports, especially ball, and was cheering all the time, and knew a lot about ball too. I used to pick him up quite a bit. We lived fairly close to each other, and so he was saying, yeah, the other day, he says, thanks for all those rides you gave me to the ball field. And it was like, at the time, and I probably didn't realize it very well, but Jojo was a wealth of information about ball and positions and things to try and whatnot. And I listened to him, and I told that story about him telling me to use a heavier bat. And great kid, man. Fine young man. Now he's, of course, we're all older, but still stay in touch. And secrets, because he was the go-to guy for the wives' girlfriends to check what was happening when these guys went away to the tournaments. Hence the name Secrets. Anyways, and then I'm the last guy in this sort of group, and I've been sharing my stories, of course, throughout. So, have a good day, and stay tuned, because we'll be back.